Trevor Eve, welcome.
Hi
Now,
there.
Gerbert is such a complex character who harbours this
Yeah.
feud which has gone on for centuries with the de Clermonts. Tell us more about those complexities.
Well, most of us only have a lifetime to get bitter and twisted. Gerbert D Aurillac has had over 1,000 years since 982 when he was Pope. Um, and so he's had centuries to be consumed with hatred for the de Clermonts because he was deposed as being head of the vampires by Philippe de Clermont, probably only 500 years ago. So he really has a long time to have got full of hatred and consumed with venom.
He really knows how to play the long game and also is possibly
Yes.
the least trustworthy character. What are some of the most surprising alliances that he forms?
Well, I don't know that he sees them as alliances. He just really uses anybody that he can at any time. He's a very lonely. I did feel very lonely playing Gerbert
Oh.
because he's got no friends. Nobody, nobody really likes Gerbert, and all he does is really have a go at other people. So I thought he was quite a lonely person and a little sad, but I don't want to get sentimental about him. He also lived in the palazzo and drank red wine. Unfortunately, none of those characteristics have rubbed off on me at all.
The perfect choice, clearly. Now let's take a look at Gerbert in a shocking scene that sums up the lengths that he will go to get what
Oh.
he wants.
In nome Patri, Filii, Spiritus Sancti.
Beware the witch with the blood of the lion and the wolf.
I mean,
For
a head
with
in a
it
box.
she shall destroy the children of the night.
It actually makes my hair stand up on end. It's amazing.
Oh,
So
bless you.
tell us about
I felt sorry. I mean, with the
Meridiana.
fact that Meridiana had been in that box for centuries, I felt sorry for the actor who'd been in the box with everything beneath the table for a couple of days. You know, so yeah, that was. There is for me a funny story about Meridiana. One of the producers came on the set the day that we had that all set up, and she was concerned. She said, I don't know whether this is just going too far. You know, it's a little far fetched. And I looked at her and I said, I'm playing 1,000-year-old vampire. We're in that world. It really is inconsequential whether there's a person, a head in a box, you know. Um, but yeah, she's not in the book, if I recall. Is that correct?
I think she is, but
She is.
oh, I don't want to say exactly our
Sorry, I don't
relationship for
want to
those who are still
expose you for
yet
not
to
having read the
read the
books.
book. I know. Now, with Gerbert, for all of
Mm.
his power and treachery, he has this unique stillness about him. So, what did you want to bring to his physicality?
It was the Red Sox. Because he was Pope, I found the company that makes the Pope's socks, les des chaussettes rouges, and in Paris. And my one request to the wonderful costume department was that could I please wear the socks made by the Pope sock makers, the red ones. Whether that made me still or not, I don't know. I just that you know, vampires were meant to move really fast. They had the strength of I don't know how many men. I felt that he didn't really have to do anything. And Juan Carlos Medina, the first director, gave me a wonderful note when I was calling to someone who'd walked out of the room, and he said, "You don't have to call. because you can hear everything, and you don't have to shout, you don't have to do anything, because your senses are so highly developed. So I guess I don't know. Maybe he's like a sort of pigeon. Pigeons can see everything in fractions of a second. So maybe for him, he didn't need to move fast. It's a pigeon
Gerbert, the
vampire.
pigeon-like